Okay, guys. Hey, hey. Hold on. Well, I guess I'll do it like this, but I was gonna send it to you email. So give me a second. There you go, Dreamy. I need to set up a mailing list for you and Jeannie and Sunita and Bonnie. That way I can just send an email and y'all will get it. I don't have to post it in the chat like that. I'm not sure what I did right here. Take back. Yeah, cause I'm gonna be going over to my daughter's house in Newport News. Probably gonna leave at 7. Let's knit two together. So my stitch marker should be right here. There we go. All right. Yeah, I'm still working on them sleeves. So there's 1, 2, 3. Gotcha. These freaking fruit flies. And I know it's fall and they get bad during the fall, but this is just annoying. Can't have no kind of fruit. So let's knit one, knit two together. So my stitch marker goes right here. They want my mango. I ain't sharing. Not sharing my mango. Okay, there we go. I sent you the, I posted the StreamYard, Dreamy. Can you hear me? And the mic not working? And I didn't get to see how your progress on them pants either. I think you had already showed it when I saw that y'all was had gone live. And I remember the girl name over in UK. Her name was Sarah Hepworth. I told you to come to me if I won't think about it. But that's her name when I showed you all that stuff earlier. She did all those samples for me. This stuff is falling off. Oh, came open this way. One, two, three. Need to eliminate one. Go. you're gonna join, or you're gonna mark 53 rows. That's what that's for. Okay. These stitch markers keep falling. It's getting on my nerves. I guess ain't nobody. People probably eating their dinner or something. Hey, Sunita. Hey, Cuppy. What's up? What's up? I posted a link if any of y'all want to come in. Sandrine was here, but she ain't saying nothing. She's probably working on them pants. Is that link not working? Okay. Hey, Cuppy, give me a sec.
You
There
better
you
quit.
go.
Oh, hey, nobody's talking to you, sir. My,
He's being bad.
he,
Tell, tell him I said to behave.
you hear that? Miss Juanita told you something.
Don't make
She
me have
said,
to go get me a switch and braid it up, boy.
he was fine till I got on here. I told him, I said, you be quiet. I'm going on Miss Juanita's panel. And he said, Cuppy.
I heard him being bad. Being bad.
He is. I ain't tried to. Great day. My internet might get a little bit weird because he is so obnoxious.
Yeah, but
I
that's why
wouldn't.
you love him. That's why you love
So I wouldn't have him no other way. I got
him.
this on here though because it's loud over here too.
Hmm.
Oh my goodness, what are you making on today?
I am finally putting the sleeves in my sweater. It's been 2 years. Been sitting in timeout for 2 years.
Oh my.
So it's on like my goal is to do work on a whip, work on something new, and I just alternate back and forth until the whips gets done. Cause I only got like maybe 3 or 4 more whips.
Only.
Two pair of socks, two baby blankets that are crochet. I think
Oh.
that's it. Yeah. So I got four
Woo.
more after this sweater.
Great. You sound as bad as I do. I've only got I don't know how many things.
Yeah, but if you look at my Facebook and you see how much stuff I make throughout the year,
Yeah,
having
oh
four whips,
yeah.
that's
Mm-hmm.
they've been sitting there because it's stuff that I don't like to do. So I put that down and go ahead and do something I want to do.
Yeah. I do the same thing. Same thing. Let me put my camera down. I'm here, but there. Now I don't have to be make you look at my ear all the time. I come out and smoke right quick, and I was hoping because it was quiet.
Girl,
It was
girl.
quieter outside than it was inside till he heard me.
Okay, that's two.
But this is his only day off of work, so it's his job to aggravate me.
Mm.
But you know, I do the same in return. But that's
Hey,
how
hey,
we stay together. We
again, what you
aggravate one
mean
another.
again?
One,
I was on Sandrine's panel earlier. We weren't up there long.
mhm,
Needed something to do while probably around I guess around 7 o'clock. We're gonna probably be leaving to go over to go cross the water and
oh,
visit my daughter and kids.
yeah. My daughter came over today too with her little ones. We had lunch together, and then by the time they was gone, I said, I need a nap. I just
Mm.
woke up a little bit ago. I didn't mean to really go to sleep, but I wanted just a little nap so I can watch the football game tonight. And Kelly, hey, there, are you happy now? I said hey to you, Kelly. I went to sleep seeing her, and then I wake up seeing her. Not that that is a bad thing. Kelly is lovely.
Yeah,
She
I
is.
always like it when she does the lives when she goes to the flea markets and stuff. I
Oh
love it.
yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
I'll sit there and watch her replays because I'm like, wait a minute, I want to go back and look at that, and I want to see that. I'm like, I'm the same way. I can go to a flea market and I'll just look and look and look. I enjoy getting out and looking at things, but buying, no. Hey,
I think I'm gonna have to get my DPNs out soon.
friend
Yeah.
Michelle.
Hey,
Oh,
hey.
you're on me. Don't matter what time of year, skeeters all the time come out in the evening.
Yep. The little fast ones, the ones that get on my nerves. Like you don't even
Hmm.
they're so little and light, you don't even feel them. But then until you start itching.
Yep. I don't think I got bit, but all I got showing my skin is just, well, my face and then the ends of my arms. Cappy! Ain't nobody talking to you. Cappy! Cappy, Cappy on his feet. I apologize for his dysfunction.
She's watching a football.
He's watching. I don't know. I think he's in between games now. I don't know because I laid down for a little bit after. Well, I guess I did lay down longer than what I thought because I know I watched the Patriots Miami game and then I turned it and Saints were playing. I want to say the Buccaneers.
Hey, Elaine.
They did a little scuffle, and I said, "Well, I'm gonna go to sleep because I'm waiting on my Packers to come on at 8 o'clock tonight." Hey, I would like to have Cuppy on his steak. Shut up. You put that on YouTube?
Right.
Why? Because that condones violence.
No, it don't condone violence.
Hush.
You didn't put my food back in the microwave. What's wrong with you? Cuppy on his steak.
Why don't you go home?
I want the cuppy on his steak.
You go
And
home.
my chicken on his steak.
I'm getting away from him.
Chicken on his steak.
See there, Kelly.
Just say it one time so they can hear
No,
you say
okay,
it.
on a steak. Doodle on a
No, say
steak.
chicken on his
I'm
steak.
about to put doodle on her steak. See, there's Kelly. Are you happy now?
Who's
Hey,
Kelly?
Doodle.
Oh, Cuppy
Hey.
is a chicken on a steak.
Just tell him to go home.
I'm gonna mail her a switch for you.
You hush.
Bring it on. Bring it on. She needs a big stick now. Because I'm a big boy.
Nah, it's gonna be one of them old fashioned switches made from them flexible switches. You bring them up and you tie the top and the bottom.
Chicken on his
Get out of here.
Old fashioned switches.
Those are the best kind.
Thank you.
And then I'm going to eat my chicken on a sheet.
I'm flipping through YouTube and I hear Cuppy and I'm like, Cuppy, what is she doing?
Me Chinese. Like you talk Chinese.
No.
Yeah, you guys do that one time. You're funny when you do that.
If you go shower, you leave me alone, okay? Mr. Flynn?
Usually?
Now go home. I have to turn my stand down.
You go home. Usually.
I promise. Everything was quiet and fine. Like
Until,
minutes ago.
yeah. How are you feeling? Yeah.
Miss Juanita, how are you feeling, Norm? I do.
Feeling fine.
Yeah.
Just feel it,
Yeah.
Mom.
Since I've been inside, I haven't had to worry too much about the bronchitis and stuff this year. But once if I start going outside a lot right around this time of the year,
Yeah.
yeah, that's when the mold, because it'll be wet and cool. That's when
Hmm.
that mold starts growing, and the next thing you know, you're hacking your lungs out.
Yeah. Yeah. I had a bad day yesterday, so
Yes, Brother Michelle.
I took 2 Benadryl last night,
Hmm.
and I woke up this morning and I was hungover. Yeah, I was hungover.
Yeah.
Oh,
Once those
wonder.
trees start dropping the leaves, it'll get worse.
Yeah, and then it stopped, but it knocked out all the stuff.
Yeah.
But like, I was kind of a zombie.
Mm.
Yeah, I can't. Mm-mm. So anyway, yeah, my husband's like, "You don't look too good." I'm like, I had to take it. Like it was because sometimes, like, if I take one, it may or may not work. But I had to take the 2, but then that was too
Yeah.
much. So I probably should have done 1.5.
1.5. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I thought that was funny.
Wow. I don't know what would happen if I took Benadryl anymore. Because it's been so long.
Yeah.
Because with most people, it puts most people to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they
But
have
with
a non-drowsy
ADHD,
version. They have a non-drowsy version now.
Oh yeah, does it work?
yeah.
I don't think it works as good as the regular Benadryl.
That's why. Yeah, I always feel like when they try to get creative, it doesn't work as well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think maybe I'll take it on a Wednesday because just to try it. Because if it puts me to sleep, I'll be okay because, it's Wednesday and,
Okay, Sunita, take care.
Wednesday is just like
Thanks, Anita.
that kind of day.
Yeah.
But whenever you have ADHD, it tends to jack you up.
Yep.
So that's why I'm like, it might do that to me, and I'm okay with that because, yeah.
Yep.
But if it puts me to sleep, I'll be like, oh, hey, okay, cool, I'll take a nap.
Yeah.
Because Wednesday is like, I'm bouncing everywhere anyway, because I'm like, everybody and the brothers on YouTube, so it's
Mhm.
like, I do it all. Oh, y'all pray for that man.
He's interesting. He's a nice guy though. He's
Yeah. And Kelly, you know what I'm thinking. Bless your heart.
yes. That's right. That is right. So caramel cream coffee. Bryn Michelle's fancy.
Same. Yes, I hope they're here to play. Yes, yes, yes. I'm like, okay. Last weekend was horrible. There's a mosquito in my room.
You better run.
Yeah.
That'll
Well,
get you.
it was horrible because I wanted the Patriots to win because I wanted Miami to lose. Not that I really wanted them to win. I just wanted Miami to lose. Don't come for me. I had personal reasons why. And then Packer, they didn't win either.
Oh.
And you know how I was last weekend with helping the hubby with the bike. It was it was awful. And it was just one thing after another and one thing after another and one thing after another. But then when things just could not get any worse, my husband had to turn around and tell me, I'm so proud of you. You helped me. I wouldn't have been able to do that by myself. Everything was gone. I was like, we had a wonderful weekend. Everything in that moment just turned right around. Thank you. I'm proud of you. You wouldn't think. I never thought as an adult, it's like whenever you're told that as a kid, it's like you have to say that. Because you're my parent or my uncle, my other family member. You're an adult. You have to say that. But being told that as an adult, it just hit me a different way. And I was like, I'm a big kid now.
Oh my. You were adulting. Oh, hey, Granny D.
Hey, Granny D.
Hey, Granny D.
Yeah, I popped in. You had a lot of people in your room today, Granny D. I said, I couldn't keep up. I was having trouble.
Oh yeah, everybody does. Oh my
Mhm.
word, you should have seen Crystal.
Uh-oh.
She has her computer here, and then she's talking to me here, or vice whatever it was,
Yeah.
and she just go, "Oh my word!"
What happened?
I was like, "I told you!" Like her chat is just pum pum pum
Oh, okay.
pum, and
Cool.
she's like, "Oh my gosh, you were just." She like me. She was overwhelmed, so that's why I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm there, but I don't try to,
Right.
get involved with it. Sometimes I do,
Mm-hmm.
but today it was just one of those. Yeah, I can't either.
Yep. Yeah, I've said, oh, my brain was not moving that fast today. Shocking reason, right?
Well, yeah, Granny D, we have to also say how proud we are of Kelly after 2 Benadryls, and she's still, oh, a human
Putting a
functioning.
sentence together sometimes.
Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, and you only had 1 cup of coffee this morning before you went to the flea market.
That is correct.
And this is the girl that never remembers anything, but I heard that and I was like, oh, what is wrong with you?
I know. One. Yep.
Mhm.
Just one. Yep. Oh, give stuff
Mm.
away. Oh, okay. I used to do that in a previous life. It was kind of funny, you know, giving stuff away. Yeah, I had to take one last night. I was so congested. This ragweed's getting me. Really is. But my nose is fine now. I'm like, I can breathe. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
you get inside and you got them filters running
I
on
know.
your
Yeah, it's true. We
yeah,
do have it running. Yep. Yep. Yep.
yeah.
The monster's getting out of the shower.
Uh
Pray for me.
oh. Ay, ay, ay. So, but I loved your little kid sweaters. They were adorable, Juanita.
Yeah, they are. They're cute. They're samples so that when people ask me about my hand spun, I can like just, well, this is
Yeah.
what you can do with my hand spun.
Hmm.
Um,
Did you see him, Cuppy?
I didn't. I've been.
Oh, yeah,
you
they were
want to see
nice.
them?
Wow, I'm gonna have to go back and look at that.
That was Sandrine. Yeah,
Yes,
Sandrine.
Sandrine.
Yeah, earlier.
Hmm. It was
Yeah.
adorable. Yeah, this lady knitted these little kids sweaters, and they were
Yeah,
just
her name is Sarah Hepworth.
okay.
Told you I would remember it once I won't thinking about it. It just popped
Right,
into my head. Yeah,
beautiful.
she's a wonderful knitter.
Mm.
Yeah, you said she's in Canada.
Great Britain.
Oh, Great Britain.
Yeah.
I knew she was overseas somewhere. And my yarn stuck.
Yeah.
I need my yarn bowl, which I never use.
She used to way back in the day,
Yeah.
when we were part of OVW's, what was the name of that group? I don't even remember no more. It was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Um, what was the crochet something? And she used to post videos back then.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody wants to see Granny
Granny
D.
D wants to see.
Yeah, they're adorable.
Oh,
I mean, I'm
oh,
like, dang, I want to knit now, more. It's like, and I have no kids or anything like that to gift. So,
well, it could be samples, like it could be samples of what you can do. Because if
mhm,
you can make a small one, you can make a big one.
exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Hi, Jetton. You just Jetton?
So you kind of, it's like your mouth is moving, but nothing. I had to explain to my husband because I heard him say interception.
Oh,
So I had
okay.
to get up and run in the living room, and he
Mm,
was like talking, and I was like, it's okay, it's on mute, Oh
yeah.
no, he says, why don't you watch it in your room? if you
Okay.
want to watch, because I'm in my craft room.
Right.
And I said, well, I can't do that. And he says, why not? I said, copyright.
Oh,
What? He puts
yeah.
the finger like he had.
Yeah, look at that cubby. And Granny D and Jet.
And so, and then this the little hat that goes with it, and the little socks that goes with it, and it's all hand spun yarn. So it's made from hand spun yarn.
So she made that. That's crazy, isn't it?
I spun the yarn. Sarah did the knitting.
That's what I mean. It's
Yeah.
amazing. It's amazing. Wow.
So these are like shot samples. Like if I put my hand spun in some of the local yarn stores.
Look at that.
Oh my word.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
This one is made out of alpaca.
Yeah, that's
oh
amazing.
my goodness.
Those little buttons
I know. That first one,
and the
well, second
cables.
one, it reminded me of Scooby Doo.
The cow neck one, Velma's cow neck sweater. Yeah,
Oh, Velma.
yeah, yeah. But this is my favorite one. So
Yeah.
this top part is wool that my husband and I dyed. The fawn colored part is alpaca.
Wow.
Mm.
Girl. That's what I always say. I'm like, girl.
Wow.
This one was also some fiber that my husband and I dyed.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my
With
word.
browns and purples and let some of the white show, and then it spun up. It was just so pretty.
Yeah.
It's like one of those yarns you're sitting there going like, I don't want to use it.
I understand that. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's beautiful. Hmm.
And then it's another little top.
That's cute.
And then this is the last little child's sweater. It's like a little eyelet.
Yep. Wow.
With peachy color.
Okay. Well,
And then the next one was
crazy.
a shawl.
Oh, yes, that was cute too. Wow.
And
Yep.
it was like a little bit of the leftovers from each project that she did.
Mm-hmm.
But I like that way that yellow. It's like a mustardy yellow. So I might try to
Mm-hmm.
dye some more. Try and recreate that colorway. I got notes somewhere from when I was doing all that dyeing.
So how long ago did you do the yarn?
These are probably 5 or 6 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And but I do several skeins a month. So I have bags of fiber. Bags of fiber.
Wow. All right, I'm putting in my order for the mustard.
I can do that colorway again.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, if you do it.
In the microwave.
So
And I got the AC off so you can heat it up.
here we go. Yeah.
Nice.
Thank you. All the fiber that's over there that's dyed. I don't know if y'all can see it. All this fiber over here that's is dyed fiber that I still need to spin. Where my husband and I dyed it. And then I got some more over there.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like once a year I'll bring out the dye pots and I'll get some fiber that I want to dye and we'll dye the fiber. I always spin from fiber that I've dyed. I rarely actually dye yarn.
Mm-hmm.
I rather dye the fiber and then spin it because it's more fun that way.
Okay.
For me anyway, it's more fun.
Yeah.
And you get like those sweaters where you get that subtle blending, like when the color fades out to white or fades into a lighter version of that color,
Mm-hmm.
depending on how much dye you've exhausted in the dye pot with the fiber. And so when you're drafting the fiber and you're thinning it out,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes you end up with like a little barber pulling effect because
Mm-hmm.
you break it down to the white and the yellow or the whatever color, and so you get that little white, almost like the blue one almost look like something that would be feral or something.
Mm-hmm. Hmm. Yeah.
I mean, I have an old rice cooker, and that's what I use when I'm dyeing fiber because it's easy to control the temperature.
Oh yeah.
And we also have a we've done it where you take it and you wrap it in uh plastic saran wrap, and you put it in the microwave and nuke it. We've done it that way too. Um, and we've done it with the Wilton's. Now the Wilton's dyes, they break, like the color is split into its primary and secondary colors. So
Mm-hmm.
it might be purple, but then as the dye exhausts, it ends up going to the blue and the red side of
Oh.
things.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's the fun thing about Wilton's is sometimes you never know what color you're gonna get because you don't know how that dye is gonna break
Right.
with the heat and the fiber. Some colors, it seems that the fiber just sucks that color in real
Yeah.
fast.
Yep.
Whereas other colors that are larger molecules, like red is a large molecule. So
Right.
sometimes that's why your water ends up pink because it takes a lot to exhaust the red dye to get the red dye to just finish out
Yep.
the project.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah. That's cool.
but it's fun. It's like something that we can do together and have fun because you're just playing. You're playing with colors, like like kids. You're playing with color, but
Mm-hmm.
it's adult coloring.
Yes.
And then I continue playing with the color when I spin it because I can take a little piece of this one, a little piece of that one. Oh, I like that
Hmm.
one. I want that color in the braided yarn. And I do what I call remnant skeins because it's a little bit of different
Mm-hmm.
fibers and yarns. And so that's fun too. My friend Ashley, she likes when I gift those to her for her birthday or something because she likes to make hats with those.
Mm-hmm. Hmm. Sounds good.
I see what you did there, Juanita.
Wow.
She said, Cuppy, you get wild and excited and talk too much. Here, let me hush you up. Just show some things that you made, and it's like, okay, there she goes. I got it.
Yeah.
Nah.
No, that's great. Oh yeah, Juanita, I was thinking about you. So I still have that live that when you came up on my live a couple weeks ago. So I'm editing that now,
Mm.
and I'll
I
give
don't
you the
either.
raw footage if you want to
Well,
copy.
thanks. That'd be cool. What'd you
Yeah,
say?
and then you can do whatever you want with it. I'm gonna probably tweak it and put it up.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll give you the raw stuff so you can play with it and do whatever.
Awesome.
And that's a good thing for you to have in your basket somewhere. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
you really showed some good stuff that day. Yeah.
The knowledge was meant to be shared.
No, it's awesome. I
Yeah.
mean, I love it. I was just like, go, go, go. You keep going. You're like, should I stop? I'm like, nope. I'm like, keep going. Whatever you want to do. It's all good. Yeah. Because it's nice to see something a little bit different. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So all good. I like to share if I can. Yeah.
I'm
I
just
like that you share too.
gonna come knock on the door and say, "All right, it's time to go." I just want to
Okay.
get on and talk for a little while
Yep.
before I have to go and be around Grand Spawn again.
Grand Spawn.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, they're so funny. Your grandkids. I
The
mean,
only
well,
thing about
Luna.
it is sometimes it's hard to find Kool-Aid in the
Oh,
stores
oh
now.
yeah, you're right about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Um, you sometimes like you used to be able to find it. Remember at one point they did the clear
Oh
Kool-Aid.
yeah.
It still had the flavor and the scent, but it was clear so you weren't your kids couldn't stain your clothes and stuff
Mm-hmm.
like that. And then people got mad because they wanted to be able to see the colors.
Yeah.
Um, and like people who use it for dyeing, they wanted to be able to have the color. And I liked it because now I don't have to worry about no stains being in my carpet and stuff like that anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Um, but it smells so good, you
I like the
know.
Ooh.
smell of it too.
Yes, yes. See, they after my it's almost ready. It's just gotta get a little bit more red,
Okay.
and then it will be ready for me to eat my mango.
Yeah, that's funny.
And these freaking fruit flies, it's like they just come from out of nowhere. It's like how'd you get in the house, you know?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I think I'm not sure. Is it vinegar they don't like?
Oh no, I'm not solo. I forgot to take it back and put it back on the panel thing. See, see?
That's funny.
There we go. Yes, I love me some mangoes, and I love the smell of the Kool-Aid. It smells so good, especially the grape. Oh my God, it smells so good.
Great.
But the grape and the red, they give me
Uh-huh.
heartburn, so I can't drink those. I haven't drank those things since probably I was in my 20s. That's the
Yeah,
last time I drank them. But the kids liked it
of
when we were
course.
in Texas.
Of course.
And then their friends come over, they're like, y'all Kool-Aid isn't sweet. But to my kids, it was sweet. I'm like,
Hmm.
I follow the instructions on the packet. If you want yours to be sweeter than that, because diabetes running my family, my kids have to get what's
Hmm.
on the packet. And if
Right.
you're used to that taste and it's sweet to you, whereas somebody else, mama might put 4 cups of sugar in that thing.
Uh-huh.
Too sweet. Too sweet.
Yeah.
Man, I know that's just like me. I go to my mama's house and I'm like, Mama, I want your tea. Because whenever my mama makes sweet tea, she makes sweet tea, not
Hmm.
good water. And
Yeah.
I'm like,
It's the tea though. Like if you boil that tea, if you use enough tea bags and you boil it slowly, then you get all that tea, the flavor.
Yep.
So when you
mm,
add the sugar, you can still add pretty much the same amount of sugar, but it's the fact that it actually tastes like tea is not watered down.
mm.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Like
So
you go to McDonald's, I don't even know why they bother ordering any tea bags. I'm just like, get you
yeah,
some sugar water and you set. You don't
Yeah.
taste the tea.
It's
It's
not tea.
sugar water.
they're not following the company's instructions on how to make the tea. Like I worked at Hardee's when I was in high school,
I
Hmm.
and
did.
we were supposed they had these big tea bags. The tea bags are like
Mm-hmm.
big like that.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Huge tea bags. You're supposed to use 8 2 bags for that 5 gallon bucket of hot water. You put
8.
8 tea bags in there, and then you put it in the chiller, and it sits in there overnight,
Oh.
steeping overnight. And then in the morning, when you took it out, it was cold, and you added the sugar to it. And there's a specific amount of sugar you're supposed to add.
Hmm.
There's like a line at the bottom of the bucket where you pour the sugar in. You got to that line and you stir. It was like, anybody can make the tea. They had
Right.
they had lines and stuff for a reason. But
Yes.
then you got managers who, they're trying to save money, Suge. We're trying to save money, Suge.
Mm.
And so they want you to use 4 tea bags instead of 8 tea bags. And so the
Oh
tea
no.
is crap. Tastes like crap. And the customers will tell you this tastes like crap.
Yep.
And then you get a complaint up at corporate, and next thing you know, you got a corporate person coming in wanting to find out why people complaining about the tea. They give you that recipe for a reason. You use the recipe, the customers are happy, everybody's happy, the tea tastes like
Hmm.
it's
Mm-hmm.
supposed to. But somebody always want to try to cut because if they can save $1, it
Yes,
makes
they will.
them look good. They don't think about how it's making the customer feel about
Yeah.
your product.
Hmm. That's
So
crazy.
I saved so many dollars and I got a prize. Or you got a $15 gift card, but
Who
now you
cares?
got 6 customers who don't want to come to your store anymore. That's
Yep.
a lot
Mm-hmm.
more than a $15 gift card.
Yep.
Yep.
Mm. I do not miss working in the food industry.
Mm.
Mm-mm. I was glad when I left to go to boot camp.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's insane. But I know I went to a restaurant years ago with my my sisters, and I went, and we hit the same situation. They gave us a nice tea glass that was huge. I mean, it was like this high. It was probably like a foot, high,
Hmm.
and it didn't taste like tea.
Mm.
And so I said to the woman, I'm like, I have one question or one comment. This doesn't taste like tea. It tastes like water.
Hmm.
And she just looked at me like, what are you talking about? I said, there's not enough tea in the tea. Like, I don't taste tea.
Yeah.
I barely tasted,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
sugar and the lemon.
customers will. Word to get around, and next thing you know, your customers are dropping like flies because when they go there,
Hmm.
they want to eat, they want to drink some good tea and eat some good food.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That's what people want. So,
It's just like I don't eat the biscuits at Hardee's no more because they're not fresh, they're not handmade. I mean, they're not like they're made, but it's with a pre-mix. It's not homemade anymore.
Yeah.
It's a
Mm.
pre-mix. It's a pre-mix.
Mm.
I remember when Miss Betty, that was the name of the lady who did our biscuits at Hardee's. She would come in at 4 o'clock in the morning and start mixing up her
Mhm.
biscuit mix. And she would be making biscuits from for 4 o'clock in the morning when they open up the drive-through for the truckers and people going to work early.
Mm-hmm.
She'll be making the biscuits from then until she will probably start making the last batch of biscuits around 11:30, because you
Wow.
still had people coming in at 11:30 before lunch. Lunch used to start at 12 at noon, and then
Mm-hmm.
it got moved back to 11, and then it got moved to 10:30. And she come in there and she mix up those biscuits and she pat them out, and she had this biscuit cutter thing. She
Oh
roll,
man.
cut, and have them
Ooh,
trays
that sounds good.
in that cooler, just setting them
Mhm.
trays up. And then all you had to do was go and take the trays down and put them in the oven and set the timer. She did everything. She'd already did everything else.
Wow.
And then there's nothing like a fresh, hot biscuit.
Mm-hmm.
It with some jelly, grape jelly on it, and that sausage. Oh my God. You talk
Mm.
about the bomb diggity. Grape jelly and sausage was meant to go together.
Oh, bye, Granny D. She's leaving.
Bye, Granny D. Take care. Thank you for coming by.
I
Yep.
was trying, I was trying to see till you started on like, oh
Mhm.
man,
And
you don't like them biscuits though, and you can't eat them without jelly.
Mm.
no, if I must
Mm.
eat biscuits, it's because I made the biscuits myself. I don't eat the biscuits from fast food places because it's prefab. It's a premix.
Mhm.
And it
Yeah.
just don't taste the same.
Right.
Just it has like this fabricated taste to it. You know, you eat something that has like this aftertaste. Yeah, that's gross to me anyway.
Yeah.
Mhm. That's the only thing about me is my biscuits. They are hideous.
Oh.
I cannot make the pretty biscuits to save my life, so I just give
They
up.
don't gotta be
The
pretty.
homemade
They just
biscuits.
gotta taste good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's me. That's when I'm like, okay, forget all this looking pretty mess. I get out my iron skillet, make drop biscuits.
Mm.
Oh,
Hmm.
I don't care, they good.
And
All
I
right.
like
Man,
making 7 Up
good.
biscuits too. The 7 Up biscuits are
Ooh,
good too.
I want to try that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, look up the recipe for 7 Up biscuits.
Oh, 7 Up.
Yep.
Okay.
Hmm. It's because
Mmm.
if you use the 7 Up, you don't have to add any of the other stuff to it. It's just the flour, the 7 Up, because it acts like the baking soda. It acts like the salt. It's carbonated, so it causes the bubbles in the flour.
Mm-hmm.
And you just have the butter, like after you put the biscuits in the pan, you got this butter in there and it's soaking up the butter. It is so good. They are so
Yeah.
good.
Mm.
Yep.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Butter.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh, Julia Child was my hero.
Yeah. Yeah.
mm.
Oh, let's taste it. Oh, let's add a little more butter. I love Mrs. Julia Child.
Yeah.
Oh my God. When that woman died, I cried. Because I
Oh.
that was one of my that was like my thing was get home, turn on PBS and
Yeah.
see if there was a new Julia Child baking show on.
Yeah.
I
She
know
was
my
good.
husband, he got irritated at me one day, but it was his own fault because he's the one after work. He's, hey, do you need anything on my way home? And I'm like, yeah, whatever, I'll tell him whatever. And he grabs it.
Hey
And I
Alvy.
was really wanting some biscuits one day, so I was like, I need butter. He gonna come home with a tub of country crops.
Oh
That
Lord.
that is not
No.
butter. That's
I
margarine.
said, honey, I can't. What am I supposed to do with that? He said, you said you needed butter. I said, yeah,
Mm-mm.
butter. He was like, well, what is that? I said, that is margarine crap.
Yep.
Yes.
And the
Yes,
thing
it's
about it
margarine crap.
is
I don't want with none of that fake stuff. I need
Real
butter.
stuff.
the reason I stopped using margarine, like my mom and them used to use margarine, is because if you put it out with a pat of butter, you
Mm-hmm.
watch which ones the ants go to.
Hmm. Yeah.
The ants go to the butter. The ants don't go to
What?
your margin.
Hmm.
If an ant won't eat, why should I?
Yes. You're
Hmm.
And that's the other reason why when they
Hmm.
came out with the splitter and all that stuff, I was
Hmm.
like,
true.
you took all the calories out of the sugar and you still think that's sugar?
Yeah, it's
Nah,
weird.
that's just too weird. I'd rather just have my honey and have my natural sugar, even brown sugar, which got molasses in it, or even just, the sugar that's not processed. It's that golden sugar
Mm-hmm.
because it's not been sent through all those bleaching processes. I'd
Mm-hmm.
rather have that or agave
Yeah.
than that Splenda
Mm-hmm.
because it's not natural.
Yeah.
Even though we're drinking the agave sugar, it's
Yeah.
still the agave juice. It's been rendered down. It
Mm-hmm.
hasn't been bleached or anything like that. They just render it into a syrup version.
Mm-hmm.
Like maple syrup, real maple syrup is just the sap from the tree. They
Yep.
boil off a lot of the water until it's the thick syrup, and so it's the sap from the tree in a syrup form,
And
concentrated.
that's yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No weird
But
stuff in there.
No weird stuff added, just water removed. That was it.
Yep.
yeah, because you look
I
at the
am fine.
ingredients in butter, and it's
You
like you got this fine print list, and it's got 50,000 different things, and you can't even pronounce it.
That's
like that
right.
ain't butter.
Then you look at butter, and butter, what is it? Cream and
Cream
salt,
And
or sometimes you don't
and
do it with
the
the salt.
butter from the milk. It's the
yeah.
butter,
Mm-hmm.
the milk fats. Basically, it's the milk fats.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and you know where margarine come from, right?
It's
So
They,
chemistry.
yeah, butter.
Chemistry lab.
Yeah, margarine
call it
originally
oleo
it was
or something
made.
like that. The
Yeah, but it was
oleo.
made
What is
for to fatten up cows for human consumption. But the cows didn't want it, so they had all this margarine made up. And well, what are we supposed to do now? Oh, it's food grade, so let's sell it to people and call it good. And we fell for it, hook, line,
We
and sinker.
sure did. Yep.
Now
Mm.
it wasn't made for human consumption. If cows don't want it, the ants don't want it. But
Yeah,
the
that
people
says a
here
lot.
are going to trick you into something, and it's no. And of course, a lot of people, my family included, we all fell for it at one time, and I was a kid, so what did it matter to me whenever it was,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because I remember whenever I was a little kid, y'all know the government cheese and the government butter.
Mhm.
Man, that was good. And then along came Country Crock.
Mm.
And
Mhm.
Velveeta.
I mean, I'm sure it
Velveeta.
was before, but
Because
we
when
fell
Velveeta
for it.
came out, we were like, this looks like and tastes just like the government cheese. When Velveeta came
Mhm.
out,
Wow.
and then
Mhm.
then around the late '80s, the recipe they changed. The recipe became more salty tasting,
Mm-hmm.
and it
Mhm.
became they
Ooh.
started adding dyes to make it more a darker,
Yeah.
cheesier look to it.
Right.
Mhm.
And so then it stopped tasting like the government cheese when they started adding all those additives to the Velveeta.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
I did not want that.
No.
I stopped buying it. It was like ugh,
No.
like we'll just buy real cheese. Straight.
Exactly. Oh, hey, Sella and Albie.
Mhm.
323.
Yeah, that's old school person right there. I'll
Okay.
be from my Twitter days.
Wow.
And you still go to DD's, Albie? Lurk over there?
Lurk.
Yeah, DD Willingham.
The clothes are falling apart over here. Trying to stay in.
Yeah, I joined the YouTube very late, I think.
I did too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I've been on it a long time. Like I said, it's just the fact that I was so close because I wasn't doing it all the time. So
Right.
I was just going up there and showing what I made while I spun,
Mm-hmm.
and that was it. I wasn't like trying to build community or anything. Like
Mm-hmm.
we tried that back in the day with OVW, and people just lose their minds, and I was like, I ain't got time for no drama. So I was just like, I'll
Yeah.
just do my updates when I'm not at work. If I can do my updates, I'm fine with it. But and then what was it, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, when they changed the rules,
Mm-hmm.
saying that you had to have the 4,000 hours, and they basically reset you. They determined whether or not you had the 4,000 hours.
Oh
And
my.
if you
Yeah.
didn't have what they said was 4,000 hours,
Yeah.
then they reset your time you back to 0 hours. They didn't take
Wow.
away my subscribers, so I was still over, 1,500 subscribers, but now I'm starting at zero. So
Yeah.
I was like, screw you, YouTube. And
Uh-huh.
I'm like, how can you say I don't have 4,000 hours when I have a couple of videos with One video has over 100,000 views. Another has over 10,000. Several of them have over
Oh,
10,000 views. So how can we say I don't have 4,000 hours of viewing time?
yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like, that was like people, small people who were just at the cusp. They just knocked you back down because I
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
was I was getting revenue, and then now I'm not getting revenue. So I'm like, whatever.
Yeah,
Mm.
because
So that's
like
what I
I'm
would
with
use to
Kelly.
if I did a giveaway, or if I would use that money for mail postage and stuff. And now with the way postage is, you need that help with the postage because it is expensive mailing stuff.
You sure
Mhm.
do.
It is expensive.
I know it's just like with Kelly. Whenever I was looking for hours and stuff, and I was terrified because I was like, "No, I promise you, I would get this close to having my 4,000 hours, and then it
Mm-hmm.
would take away 10 here, 5 there, two."
Yep.
And I was like, "Okay, it's annoying, but I'll get there." And then it was like one day, 200 gone. And I was like, "I promise," and I was like sending her screenshots, and I'm like, "I promise, I'm not lying. Here's what it, because it's
Hmm.
like they make you as an individual look bad. It's like, I promise I'm this close, and it's like I felt like I know
Mm.
I'm telling the truth,
So
Right.
but
I have the
it puts
people.
so
I
bad.
just got to try to get the 4,000 hours. So that means I got to be more proactive. I got to come
Yep.
up here. I got to do my shorts. I got to do some tutorials, which,
Mm-hmm.
this is the tutorial I'm working on. This is the mini version. It's a poncho, but this is
Oh
the
my goodness.
that's the
That's
mini
cute.
version. So that's the tutorial I'm working on.
Yes.
And I'm like, it would be easy for me just to do a live poncho tutorial. People show up, they can, if then they can spread the word, hey, I just learn how to make this poncho.
Mm-hmm.
Go watch your video if you want to make the poncho, and then they have to figure out, it's like a recipe. You're gonna have to figure out your own numbers and stuff for an
Yeah.
adult,
Yep.
because everybody isn't the same. Some people like the tight sweater, what's the word I'm looking
Like the
for?
turtleneck.
Like the turtleneck, like a
Yeah.
tight turtleneck. Somebody
Yep.
like a slightly looser turtleneck. Somebody like the cow neck. Some
Yep.
people want the V, just a plain V-neck poncho. They don't want
That's
any
right.
of that. So
Yep.
they have to learn. They have to figure out their own numbers.
Mm-hmm.
I can't say, well, this is it's a garment. So you have to be able to make that garment the way you want to wear it. So I can
Mm-hmm.
show you how to do a basic garment, and then you have to take it from there. And a lot of people, they think you got to hold the hand the whole way. No, you are smart enough to figure this out.
Yep.
You want to do the stitch that I'm showing you. You want to use the information. You got to figure out how you want your neckline to be.
That's
And
right.
that's the thing. Once you figure out how your neckline to be, doing the actual stitch is a breeze.
Mm-hmm.
So
Wow. All right.
Yeah, Kelly, you already know me. You know what I'm doing. Oh, anyway. So I got you on there now.
Oh.
oh yeah, and if y'all type in purple, you type in purple, it will post your link. So type in purple, and the next person count to 10, and they type in purple.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nightbot will post your link.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Thank you, Brian. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
For me,
Thank you.
it's the family members. I'm having
mhm,
trouble. Yeah. My hours are pretty good. Like I'm really close, but
mhm.
I need a lot of family members. So I'm not going to beg, but I'm going to say, hey, if you're into it,
Yeah.
I need
Because
like 400 in some, so it's a lot.
that's what I like about it, is the fact
Hmm.
that if I have some time, like when I get off from work, if I'm not
Hmm.
gonna play my game today, I can look and see who's alive or who posted a new video. And
Hmm.
if it's
Mm-hmm.
something that I want to see, you know, and I can go to that channel, even if there's several people that posted new videos or several people
Hmm.
alive, then I can go and like theirs, and then go back to the one I want to watch.
Right.
But I
Right.
went and gave the other people the thumbs up and commented just to let them know, hey, I stopped by,
Mm-hmm.
because everybody ain't everybody's cup of tea, and
True.
people, everybody's different, and everybody doesn't learn the same way. Like
Yep.
my accent might irritate somebody else's accent might irritate somebody, and it's like, but
Hmm.
that's just that's the humanness of us.
Mm-hmm.
And and it's just that. So
Yep.
what you do is you go to the different people's channels and you
Yep.
find out what you like, who's like your voice is very radio and soothing. So whenever you come on, I'm always going over to your channel because I like the way your voice sounds.
Oh.
I can sit there and work, I can go walk around, but it's like your voice is in the background and it's a nice voice persona. And so you can just chill out. I can do if I want to draw, I can draw. If I want to write down notes, I can write down notes.
Okay.
It's not a voice that has me looking up and like, what is she even saying? Does she know what she just said? You know, and I can just let it go.
I ain't gonna lie, you Kelly knows I'm pointing myself because I can't even
So,
stand listening to myself talk.
and I like the realness of the people that I've come in contact with over the several
Mm-hmm.
weeks. How nobody's trying to hide, nobody's putting on airs, nobody's trying to be
Mm-hmm.
highfalutin. No
Yeah.
matter what walk of life we come from, we're all just engaged in sharing our hobby and sharing our yarns and
Yep.
sharing
Mhm.
our adventures in yarn with each other.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm.
love that. The main things that has pulled me back to YouTube is when I stumbled across, who was it? I was working and I was like, I need some background sound. And I
Yep.
did like the random search for live and crochet. And I think it was OMG Granny Square
Oh
popped up.
yeah.
And I was like, wow, they got a whole community. She had Dreams with Jeannie up there. She had
Mm-hmm.
V up there.
Yep.
And it wasn't, you hadn't gone up there. I hadn't seen you yet.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I like this community. And then that's how I found out about Granny D.
Yep.
Found out about Anita, and I found out about Dreamy, and then found out about Proverbs 31 Jeannie. And
Mm-hmm.
it just kept growing and growing and growing and growing. I'm just going clicking on people links. Like I like this person. I like the way this person. I like
Yep.
what she's doing.
Mhm.
Saving. They're doing tutorials and save this tutorial in my 2022 list.
Wow.
So there's a lot that this community has to offer to each other, as well as learn about new vendors like Crochet and Agreement
Yep.
and what's the child that makes the stitch markers and stuff.
Oh, there's a lot of couple people I know, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's been a very very enjoyable journey, and
mm-hmm.
and I got to get ready to get off because we got to drive across the water
Okay.
to visit the other spawn. So I have my phone with me, so if anybody comes on after me, that's what I'm saying. That's what I love about it. I can keep y'all
Mm-hmm.
with
Mhm.
me no matter where I go. Like even when I was up in New York, I was
Yeah,
harassing y'all from the chat room.
that was great. That was
Mhm.
great.
My husband got 2 tickets while we was up there. Yes.
Oh,
Now, mind you, Monday was Labor Day.
yes.
There was no school. All the schools was out.
Right.
Speed limit goes back up to 35. He got a ticket for going 39 and a 35 in the school zone, but there was no school, and it was 35 miles an hour of the speed limit. So he was 4 miles over the speed limit. And
How
they
Wow.
you get a
and
ticket
you
for
sent
that? I thought you had to be going or more.
him a ticket in the mail because they said it was a school zone, but school was out that day. So
Yeah,
that
it was
ticket
Labor
was
Day.
like, yeah, it was Labor Day. So that ticket was
Mhm.
like, and the other ticket he got, he was in a 40 going 45.
Ooh.
Yeah. And like, I'm like, it's because of our out of state tags. I don't care what nobody
Yeah.
say.
Absolutely.
I don't
It
care what
is.
nobody say. Because I'm like, if you had New York tags, they would have never bothered you.
That's right.
Mhm.
And then it might fight that one too, because that was the day we were leaving New York, the Escape from New York day.
Yes.
So if you gave us a ticket, I hope you gave the cars on the side. I have that video. So I hope you gave the car that was on the side of us a ticket, the car that was in front
Mm-hmm.
of us the ticket, the
Mm-hmm.
car that was on the other side of us a ticket, because we were all traveling together.
Yep.
Mhm.
And I have the
Hmm.
video to prove it when we went through that area of New York.
Mm.
Ugh.
Because
Are you?
I videoed the whole from the time we left his mama house until
Yep.
we got through the tunnel and got onto the Jersey Turnpike. I videoed that whole. Well, I did it live, so I videoed that whole section.
Remember?
Yep.
Gee. Yeah, and I just remember the rain when you were leaving.
Mm-hmm.
The
So
rain was
I
bad. I remember
leave.
that.
Let me
Mm.
find out from him. What time we supposed to be leaving? Yep.
Mm-hmm.
He did ask me if I wanted to go. I was like,
You sound like me. I'm like, do I want to go? Not really.
Mm. Wow. That's like this morning, hubby got up to go help our daughter move some stuff and bring it over here, and he's like, "So I guess you're not going. Not would you like to go? So I guess you're not going. So I
Mhm.
guess you know me too well."
all
Absolutely.
right. So
I said,
yeah,
"Yep,
I'm getting ready to go. He said we can go now.
Okay.
So
Well,
thank
have
wow.
y'all
fun.
for coming by and hanging out with me. Oh yeah, this
Thank
is my
you.
shirt from Maryland Sheep and Wool. My friend made me. It's got all the
I see
different
that.
some
Cute.
of the sheep breeds on it. That's how we
Yeah.
can find each other
Wow.
out and
Okay.
about. So
All
all right,
right.
y'all behave, and
Thank
I'll
you.
whoever goes live next, I'll be on my phone harassing you from the phone.
Cool.
Well,
See you,
give
Juanita.
me
See
a
you.
Uh,
name. Get ready to watch my game, but I'm the same way I harass people.
Okay. All right, ma'am. We'll see you. Bye.
Bye.